Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
Oh, yeah.
It's time for Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Now let's have some fun. Here is your host, Johnny Radio.
Yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I am your buddy Johnny Radio. Jay Morgan Harder, who's always in the house. Busy show. We're going to talk a lot of NFL with Russell Copeland at noon. I'm ready to talk to Cope about who's the better quarterback. 2 3-0 teams in the National Football League, both led by former Bama quarterbacks who competed. Is it Tua? Is it Jalen Hurts? I think that's kind of an interesting question. Jay just wants to vomit over there, I can tell.
Why is that?
Because you just want to say, it's Tua.
No,
it's Tua.
My discontent, I'll say, because it's not dislike, but discontent with Jalen Hurts is completely independent of Tua Tagovailoa. How about Talia Tagovailoa? We don't talk enough about Talia. That guy can sling it, John. Does Talia
Maryland got the cover last week.
Does Talia have the goods, yes or no?
To be an NFL quarterback?
Does he have the goods, dude?
He's got the good dude vibe.
No, but does he have the goods, dude?
No. Oh, does he have the goods?
He doesn't have the goods, dude?
I mean, okay, listen, let me tell you something. He's a very talented college quarterback.
It's really simple, John.
He will never play it down in the National Football League.
Whoa! I got a hiccup in the middle of that statement.
You know,
I can sling it, John.
The guy can sling
Nobody
it, as you
puts
say.
the ball on target like
Cooper
a Tagovailoa.
He doesn't have any. He didn't even have Cooper Rush in him. Except for Cooper Rush is one of them. All three of his starts in the National Football League.
Still not convinced Cooper Rush is a real person.
I don't know if he is either. I'm still confused.
I still think he's an action star from 2009.
He's some dude who just wants to destroy everything that Dak Prescott has built.
I said that.
And Jerry Jones is loving it.
Hey, John, price tag.
Yeah.
Cooper Rush, you get a lot more stars around him than you can pay
Wouldn't have to get rid of Amari Cooper.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Could you imagine Coop to Cooper?
Woo-hoo.
Oh.
See something. I said to Brian Dacus on Monday when we hosted Wolo and Friends, I said that I don't think
Cooper to Cooper.
Cooper to Cooper.
Cooper to Cooper.
I said that I don't think Cooper Rush is a real person to Brian Dacus, and he was very confused. He looked it up. He's like, I don't think that's a real movie. No, it's not. It's a joke.
He takes things so literal. It's so cute.
Not a movie guy.
You know what? I'm not much of a movie guy, but you know what I'm about to do, I think?
Carlos.
Carlos Yates is in the house.
What up?
Yo,
it's
happy
guy,
Wednesday.
John.
By the way, though, I also have to tell you again, you know what happened also? I know we're going to talk a lot of football today, National League football. We got to talk some college football. We got Kentucky and Ole Miss. We got all kinds of great games to talk about.
And Dustin Starr.
And Dustin Starr today at 11:30. But I have also, this is going to be one of the better hardwoods. It is. And by the way, I do also want to say something. Right when I got off the show yesterday, I got a text that said, bro, I've been waiting all day to find out who the one person is. Because remember when I said the tease before we went to Hardwood during the break? Uh-huh. I was like, man, when we come back on the other side, I was talking to Gabe. I was like, do you know Snoop Dogg says there's only one person in the world that can out-smoke him?
That's content with. I mean, he said Martha Stewart.
No. Gabe's guess was Martha Stewart. His guess was wrong, but I forgot to give the answer.
Well, John, we tease things all the time that we don't know.
That's not true.
Oh, you're right.
Let me tell you something.
We always get to everything we tease.
Yes, you're right. So are you trying to say I'm forgetful?
No, John. There's just so much that's happening in sports all the time that it's hard to keep track.
Especially being on in the middle of the day, breaking news, all the time. But the point was, it's Willie Nelson. It's obvious, but you wouldn't have guessed it.
You should have teased it for Hardwood.
No, man, I got to give the people what they need from yesterday. But I will tell you, though, I got so much hardwood, it's not even funny today. I got some great stuff today. I mean, dude, did you know that Johnny Manziel's ex-wife got knocked up by Nick Cannon?
Yeah, you said that. We did say that in Hardwood yesterday.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Oh, just a little thing. I just getting an epiphany
You
just
nailed
popped back
it.
in my head. But again, it was Willie Nelson who smokes all the weed. Speaking of weed, do you know what I brought to work today?
What?
I bought some Hemp Trails CBD peanut butter and crackers. 5 crackers, 25 milligrams of Delta 8, 150 milligrams of Delta 8 in the peanut butter. Oh, yes. Get it from Hemp Trails CBD. And you know where you can get Hemp Trails?
Where, John?
Hemp 20, 3670 South Houston Levee Road in Collierville. I'm telling you, health, wellness, lifestyle. Find out what hemp can do for you. It's in so many different derivatives. You can get like little high exotics. I got a Delta 8 gusher. It's a 1 gram cart, 1 milligram cart. It's a sativa. You hit this bad boy and you know what you do? You go to the gym. I got up this morning, did a little sativa action for my little high exotics. Man, it just kind of gets your day going, get you on the right way. I went to the gym and worked out. Again, all about your health and your wellness. If you just want to get roasted, though, I got some toxic cherries. They're called Sleepwalkers. 250 milligrams. If you eat 2 of them like I did, I'm sorry, 125 in each one. But it's got HXY, 11 THC, THCP, THCH, and Delta 8. Just telling you, man. And if you're a little bit sore from the gym, maybe, why don't you go get Muscle Relief Roll-On with Nanomite CBD? All where? Hemp 20, 3670 South Houston Levee Road in Collierville. Find out what hemp can do for you. Now, I got to also bust out Alex Kuhn. Is this going to be mean? No. But do you remember Alex Kuhn, Gabe Kuhn's brother?
Yes. Why would I remember him, though, exactly? Because you said, do you remember him?
I thought, well,
he's never been a guest since I've been here. He's a Gabe guest. A guest.
Oh, yeah, he went to Gabe's show. Well, he used to be on this show. Alex is Gabe's brother. I get a text at 10:29 this morning. Here it is. You can see it on the screen if you watch on the Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter.
You can see
Sports56WHBQ.com.
You can see you're holding up a phone. Oh, yeah, when you get it that close, you can see it.
Okay, good. There, so you can see it. So he texts me and says, Johnny, got a question. Have you ever tried Delta 8, 9, or 10, or THC, VP, blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, yeah, brah. I'm like, hell yeah, I got them all. And I text him a picture of mine. And he's like, dude, they're perfectly legal. And you can buy them at the vape shops. Now, down here in Memphis, you buy them at Hemp 20. And then he's like, dude, they're wild. I had no idea how well they work. So I had a 30 milligram drink, and I was toasted. So Alex Kuhn, I'm just putting you on blast that you're getting roasted on all these products, okay? You get roasted at Hemp 20, 3670 South Houston Levee Road in Collierville. Now, did I tell you about the Braves and the Mets?
Not yet, but I know what you're going to say.
It's all tied up. And you know that they start a 3-game set on Friday.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
You know what we can hope for, John? We can hope for them
baseball?
to split the first 2 games and then a rubber match.
Oh, yes. I love the rubber match.
Did you see who the Mets played? Yes, this actually played
tonight. They both play tonight, actually, and they both have weak sauce. Except for I would rather be the Braves who are going against the Nationals, even though the little young Nationals teams is fighting their little tail off. But the Marlins are playing the Mets. The Marlins are on the road in New York. But Jesus Luzardo can go out there and shut down a lineup any night.
He can.
He really can. I mean, he is a strikeout pitcher. He's not the guy who likes to pitch to contact. But if he's on, you could see that guy go out there and get 12 Ks. And next thing you know, this is things late.
Little first 5, John. Little first 5. Marlins
plus
first 5.
The money, I kind of like it, buddy.
I take Jesus first 5 every time he pitches. It pays out
He doesn't
really well.
He doesn't give up hits.
He does not.
He just strikes everybody and their grandmother out.
He's going to be a good pitcher down the stretch. That was a great trade that was like the one A's pitcher that's ever been traded that panned out for the team that he was traded to. That was a good trade. But, John, last night the Marlins played. They won, by the way. Pablo Lopez got the win. How about that little Pablo win?
By the way, I don't know if you know this. Well, it wouldn't be tied if they didn't lose.
That's right. But, John, the Marlins played yesterday against the Mets, and Marlins reliever Richard Blyer. He's a reliever, first year on the team. Good little pitcher, actually. I like his sinker. Good pitcher. John, he came in, and he threw 3 balks in an inning to the same batter.
I saw it.
Terrible call.
Don Mattingly lost his mind.
He got thrown out, so did Richard Blyer.
He kept saying he didn't come fully set.
Yeah, but ridiculous. The guy pitches like that every time he throws, John. This is the first umpire to call him for a balk. This guy just had a little vendetta against him. Not the point.
It reminded me of the referee who was calling games. Throwing games. Remember?
Yes.
The whole palming the ball situation. What's his name? The guy.
Why did you ask me?
Oh man, I just watched it on like some Netflix special.
Yeah. Oh, Tim Donaghy.
Tim Donaghy.
Yeah, but that guy, don't listen to a word he says. That Netflix special is full of crap, by the way.
It is, but there is the game where they never call so-and-so for palming, and they called it on the other team like 6 times, and they shaved like 8 points and got the cover.
Sneaky cover. John, but my point about Richard Bleier was he's the first Jewish pitcher to be called for 3 balks in an inning on Rosh Hashanah in the history of Major League Baseball. That's courtesy of John Hyman, beat reporter for the Marlins.
Dude, that's amazing.
So it begs the question, John, this may be a in the box question, is the MLB anti-Semitic?
Absolutely not.
Wow, no?
Just because
Do you
there's
have a
a
defense
first
for that?
Yes, Buster Only. Do you know what he says all the time? Do you know what he always likes to say? And no, I'm
Only.
sorry, it's Tim Kirchin.
Tim Curry. Oh, big time Timmy Jim.
Tim Kirchin comes in and says, I don't know if
Whoa,
you know this,
whoa.
but every time I go to the ballpark, the reason I'm excited, because you never know. You might see something that's never happened before.
I love Tim Kirchin, John. It sounds like you're disparaging Tim Kirchin a little bit.
No, he's great. I love him. He's in the Hall of Fame this year.
He is in the
He just got in the Hall of
deservingly
Fame.
so in the Hall of Fame.
And I love him. No, I was just saying, but you got
JP
to
Aaron
admit,
Sebia also does a great Tim Kirchin impression.
well, his Hall
Former
of Fame
volunteer.
speech, like the day of when he was getting the Hall of Fame, he was so self-deprecating. It wasn't even. That's why it was so damn funny. He's like, I'm short. I have a horrible voice, but I love baseball.
He does love baseball. Nobody loves baseball more than Tim Kirchin.
How tall is he really? Because he makes himself sound like he's like could have been in the Wizard of Oz
Well, I mean, he's not that.
or
short
Willy
necessarily.
Wonka's.
He's 5'5".
And
Wow, Ken Rosenthal also 5'5". John, do you have to be less than 5'5" to be an MLB reporter?
less than 5'6". 5'6", you can't do it.
Oh, because they're 5'5". So 5'5" or less.
It works out pretty good. You know, when people are seated, they're still standing there, you know,
That's right.
typing, and they're talking face to face. No, I don't know, man.
Maybe so, John. Well, according to other sources, he's 5'4", so maybe 5'5" is a little bit of giving him a couple inches there. How about that? Chris Berman, John, it says 6'5", though. I'm not sure why that's related to Tim Kirchin, but those are the heights of reporters.
Did you know the Cardinals, by the way? I can't believe you haven't mentioned they clinched.
They did clinch.
You know who else clinched?
The Yankees.
My goodness, you actually paid attention to some baseball. I'm proud of you, son.
I like baseball, John.
Did you see your boy Harrison Vader?
Yeah, he went crazy.
Last night,
Somebody poured a beer down Nestor Cortez's pants.
Yes, dude.
Who was it?
I can't remember.
No, we don't know. It was a hand off camera, pulls Nestor's pants from his
That's
butt
right.
and pours a beer down his pants.
I figured by now we would have found out who the culprit was.
We need to know.
It probably was Vader, by the way, because Harrison Vader did a 3-beer chug. Did you see it?
Yeah.
3 beers, 2 in one hand, 1 in another, all up, most of it going all down the throat. I thought he did pretty good. Dude can chug.
He can chug. He's only been there for 10 minutes?
Yeah. He's got nice hair, though.
You got good hair.
Albert Pujols, did you see the difference in the style of their partying between the Yankees and the Cards?
Yeah, the Yankees look like they had more fun, John.
Yeah, Albert did give a very emotional speech, which was sweet.
And so did Wayno. All these old guys. Shut
You know
up,
what?
old guys.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Pull out the yayo.
Exactly.
Let's get the booze in here.
that was,
Bump the champagne. Where are the ladies?
I wasn't talking necessarily about the cocaine, but other than that, pop the beers here, throw them around a little bit. Get that sting in your eye. These guys have all had sting in their eye, and now they don't want more sting in their eye. Once you've had sting in your eye, John, it's not as good to have sting in your eye again.
Man, I don't know. Baseball. We do have baseball actually today, by the way. Happy Hump Day. Reds, Pirates, 11:35.
Wow, in Pittsburgh?
In Pittsburgh.
John, last game
Wilson
in Pittsburgh.
is pitching, yes.
Last day game in Pittsburgh, there were 15 people at the game.
And you know what?
Will they get more than that today?
Today they will.
Wow.
I'm thinking the weather might be nice. It's actually 100% a guess. I know it's probably 60 degrees. Check out the and which way is the wind blowing? Is there any wind? If there's no wind, it's going to be a beautiful day in Pittsburgh.
Isn't there a website that does MLB weather that you
It's
have?
It's exactly what it is. Yes.
What's it called?
It's you can do Roto Weather or MLB Weather.
I'm looking it up. Today's daily fantasy MLB weather report. John in Pittsburgh. Yellow-green. I don't know what that means, but spotty showers around, a chance for a delay, but I wouldn't say that's the likely outcome.
Uh-oh. I have a feeling you know what's going to happen right here. It's going to be less than 15.
Wind is west-northwest. That's blowing out to left field. There's a 32% chance of participation, John. 5-mile-an-hour winds, 58 degrees. How about that?
All right, man. I'm going to say it's going to be empty.
Wow. Could be 6 miles per hour winds later in the day, though.
Do you think it could have anything to do with the fact that it's the Reds and the Pirates that are playing? Probably the most worst two teams to watch.
No, the Reds are giant killers, John. Do you think that we could get a sponsored segment where we just list the weather of Major League Baseball games?
No, because nobody would listen to that.
Why not?
Because that would be bad.
I disagree, John.
Unless you're down in Florida right now, you're probably not listening to the weather.
Speaking of Florida, Middle Tennessee football. I'm just reading reports now.
They just beat the brakes off of Miami.
Yeah, they did, John. The coach is a guy named Rick Stockstill, who's been there for 40 years.
He's been there forever.
Yeah, literally. He said in his press conference yesterday, Miami gave us $1.5 million, but they only got 1.6 yards per carry.
Damn, son, that was nice.
It was a good quote.
That was really good.
It makes me sad.
You know what time it is, by the way?
What time?
It's time for you to be protected. And if you want to be protected, you need to get your good neighbor, and that's, of course, Bob Simpson at State Farm. Stay protected by going to bobsimpson.org, getting your free quote. Give him a call. Talk to him about your business, your house, your home, your life. 901-381-1233. That's 901-381-1233. Stay protected with your good neighbor, Bob Simpson. In the box.
You didn't even say on. You just said in the box.
Dead gum right.
Hell yeah, damn right. Did you hear what Lane Kiffin said?
Actually, somehow I've missed this.
Okay.
Is it great?
It actually is. I got to find the quote. I bookmarked it, John, because we talked about bookmarks.
I learned how to bookmark, by the
on
way.
Twitter.
It now makes me kind of worried that Chaz was listening that day, and then she's going to check my bookmarks.
Maybe she might, but it's
nobody
it's
public.
You know.
It's in my house.
It's
you know,
nobody
deal with it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, deal with it, Mom. No, it's not your mom. John, Lane Kiffin. This isn't a question, but Lane Kiffin said he was lamenting about the students and fans leaving at halftime of the game. Says when you come back out and run out of the tunnel and it looks like a high school game, you just can't let that kind of thing affect you. I've tried social media for 2 years to get people to stay, but I can only worry about what I can control.
Oh, Lane, I hate to say it.
Is Lane going to Auburn, John?
No.
Lane's going to
This
Auburn.
has nothing to do with Lane going to Auburn.
Well, they were down. It was a close game. They only won by 8, John. Why can't they get people to stay?
And can I tell you why?
Well,
No.
My friend Hunt said it was a look-ahead game, and my friend Nicholas said, yeah, they're looking ahead to go drinking more beer in the Grove.
Well, that's what I was trying to get at. Listen to this. Kentucky, the fans will stay as long as they have to. Plus, I would like to remind you, the student section is in the north end zone. That's where the sun is the whole time, so it's just beating down on them. It's been hot. And do you want to stay through the fourth quarter against Troy? Nope.
If I
Central
love my
Arkansas?
team, if I love my
Nope.
team, I do, John.
Okay, if you know that there's a party in the Grove with 50,000 beautiful women that are all 10s, you know what you're doing? You're getting out of the sun.
Well, then why would
you're
you
going to drink beer in the Grove under the trees with all the food and the hot babes.
By that logic, why would you go to any football game?
If you like football, you go to the
Well,
football
then so
games.
you
If
should
you
stay.
if you like a party, you go into the Grove. You got both. It's the best of both worlds.
So, but John, you know what school they don't leave early? Auburn.
Please, son. Please.
I don't know, John. He might be going to Auburn.
He is not. Stop
I
starting
think we
rumors.
should start this train. Lane's going to Auburn.
Don't do it.
Lane's going to Auburn, John.
Don't you dare do it.
I mean, John, does that sound? I mean, I didn't play you the actual. There's an audio clip of it. We can play it later. I didn't play it for you.
Are
But
there
does
more
that-
people in the Grove than in the game? Yes.
Does that
Do
sound
you
like
wanna
a
hear
guy
that?
that's content at his school, John?
Yes, it does.
Oh, it does?
It does.
It sounds like he's content?
Sounds like a coach.
Wow.
They're always kind of,
Just always complaining.
a little prickly,
Yeah, a little
complaining,
prickly pear.
throwing a little motivation out there.
Yeah, maybe. I think he's going to Auburn, John. All right, let's get to the questions I actually had planned for you today, because it's Wednesday, and I love to look ahead to gamble, because we talk about a lot of gambling Wednesday to Friday, but we can't always get to all the games, John, so I got a few maybe fringe college football games to talk to you here. Let's start with Friday night, Washington, the Huskies, top 4 team in my personal record book. Washington, 3-point favorites going on the road to UCLA, John. I love a home dog on a weekday. UCLA's undefeated. Can they cover this spread, or does Washington boat race them?
I don't know if you know this, but you've already been telling me that Washington is your team, right?
Well, they're not my team, but I think they're good, and I like watching them. I watch them every week.
Do you love Michael Penix Jr.?
Yeah, a Heisman candidate.
Do you love just the way that they go out there and fight?
They play good offense, man.
They
can
do.
move the football.
I think the fact that Washington's favored on the Rose in the Rose Bowl. By the way, speaking of a place that doesn't fill up, have you ever been to watch the UCLA play in the Rose Bowl when it's hot out there on the West Coast?
Never have.
You ain't sitting out there in the sun all day when you can be at the beach or you can be at the bar.
Off-campus stadium.
You can watch it on TV.
That's right.
Don't give me that off-campus. Don't even start.
Oh, that's a factor in people not going to games. Like Miami, University of Miami. Because you're in like a city like that, you end up competing with professional sports, and at the end of the day, it's a college sport, John.
You're a genius. But what Michael Penix Jr. rolls, they boat race, take Washington, lay the 3. I love it.
All right, John, let's go to a Big 12 game then. Iowa State who beat Iowa.
Oh, my gosh.
Goes on the road to play Kansas. Lance Leopold, also a top 4 team in my personal record book. Iowa State, John, is 3-point favorites on the road. What is going on here? Why are they favored, and how are you betting this game?
Kansas gets no respect.
Why? Why not?
Because it's a basketball school that for some reason is playing football right now.
But
now,
why are they daring us to take Kansas at home?
Well, here's what it is. If you want to be honest with yourself.
Is Iowa State any good?
They beat Tennessee Tech. We're talking about right now Kansas first. This is a basketball school. Tennessee Tech, they beat West Virginia 55-42. They beat Houston somehow 48-30. None of these are just like, wow, this Kansas team is now something to reckon with. And then they sold out and they beat their rival in basketball, Duke, 35-27.
Whoa, John, Duke's also a
I can't believe how
firepower.
that was sold out like a junt, by the way.
Man.
Like just Duke and Kansas, and I think they thought it was going to be a basketball game. But man, Iowa State is the better program right now. They're the better football team. They got more history. I just feel like
Give me Kansas.
Give you Kansas.
Give me Kansas, man.
Are you?
Well, I also just realized that I also just preemptively said 2 of my rankings this week for my personal record.
Did you watch any of the Baylor game at all? Baylor has got so much speed. Iowa State played.
No, I didn't see that.
Baylor is a good football team. They got tons of speed. They got backs out the frame. Their defense is fast as lightning. Their team speed of Baylor is impressive. Iowa State held in there with them 31-24. They beat Iowa. They've had a tougher schedule. They're they're just ready to do this. They're 3-1. They're 0-1 in the conference. They're going to get their first one. And Hunter Deckers, just don't watch out. Only as long as he doesn't turn the football over. I mean, he's one of those dudes who drives you crazy.
So you like the Clones?
I like the Clones. I think they win big.
Win big?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's disrespectful, John. Well, let's see if you have respect for another Kansas team.
Kansas State.
Texas Tech goes to Kansas State this week, John. Texas Tech, fresh off a win against Texas, winning at home, though. Kansas State is 8-point favorites in the Little Apple, Manhattan, Kansas, John. Do they have a chance at covering that spread? Do you think that is too many points?
Man, 8 points over Texas Tech. Did people just think that they shot their load last week because they beat Texas,
John,
and now they can't get up for it?
John, Kansas State beat Oklahoma, but the Big 12 championship, John, it goes through Kansas. Your thoughts?
I think this is going to be a great football game.
Me too.
I mean, I really do. I love, Deuce. I think Deuce is the baller shot caller.
Deuce Bigelow, European Gigolo.
I mean, the only team Texas Tech has lost to is NC State, and it was a good football game. I don't know, man. This is a tight one. This one scares me.
Hey, Kansas State only lost to who? Tulsa?
Adrian Martinez is playing better than he ever played when he was in Nebraska, but he still only has 2 touchdown passes. This team is all about Deuce Vaughn getting his thing going. I'm just worried that Texas Tech's going to put up too many points. I like the Red Raiders.
Wow. So good. Plus the 8.
I'm taking the points, and I'm actually also sprinkling a little bit. Donovan Mitchell, man. Watch out. Donovan Smith. Why do I always say
Donovan
Smith? Yeah, I know. Donovan Smith, the quarterback for the Red Raiders. The kid can sling the joint.
Their head coach, Joey McGriddles. Texas Tech's head coach.
I know.
John, I have one more game for you. We probably have to take a break, but I have one more game. Do you want to talk SEC or do you want to talk Big Ten? Your choice. Dealer's choice.
SEC, please.
Okay. LSU, John, the Tigers. Go Tigers. They go into Auburn. Auburn has the worst offensive line in the world. They have a great running back that they refuse to give the ball to, John, and they like to put the ball in the hands of their terrible quarterbacks. Auburn, 9-point dogs at home against LSU, which means LSU's a 9-point favorite on the road, John. Can Auburn finally cover a spread?
No.
Wow, is LSU that good?
Jaden Daniels ain't bad. They got good athletes.
They had some guys?
They got some guys.
Is this the week Brian Harsin gets fired then?
No.
That's a shame. He should have been fired last week.
It's not going to be during the week. It's going to be on Monday.
Wow, so they're not going to be waiting for him before he gets to the tunnel like
They're going to – I don't know. They should be. This is going to get ugly.
They should walk onto the field like while he's coaching, like in the middle of the third quarter, and fire him.
You have to understand, Auburn, as much as you're talking, I mean,
they're terrible. It's the worst team I've ever seen.
Okay, hold on.
Other than Miami.
I have to remind you of, like, just the simple facts. They are still 3-1.
And which is
a miracle in itself.
It's a huge indictment of college football being
so
just
far,
playing nobody.
Yeah, okay, they beat Mercer. They beat San Jose State. They
barely
got
beat San Jose
Penn
State.
They
barely beat San Jose State.
They barely did beat them, but they did get a W. And then they barely beat Missouri. I thought for sure they were going to lose.
Should have lost twice.
And, I mean, dude, Auburn's quarterback's banged up. LSU, I think LSU boat races them. Like, I mean, I'm talking about, I think this one gets out of control. You know, this one's going to be ugly.
I'm telling you what, I hope it is, and then we fire Brian Harsin. Not we, I'm not an Auburn fan, but I could be. I'm available for sale.
Dusted Stars on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Be sure to follow us at Sports 56 WHBQ on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to watch live video of our shows, stay up to date with station events, and have chances to win prizes. Don't miss out on anything that's going on. Follow us at Sports 56 WHBQ.
Welcome to Triumph Auto Sales, where you'll have a great car buying experience. Triumph Auto Sales is your #1 source of quality pre-owned vehicles ranging from lease returns to new car trades, all at huge savings. Plus, Triumph has a full array of financing options to meet your needs. Find your next car online at triumphautosales.com or stop in today at 4875 Elmore Road. Triumph Auto Sales will help you get the vehicle you want at the price you need and the service you deserve. For a great car and a great experience from a local and family-owned business, visit Triumph Auto Sales.
Swerving, speeding, and reckless driving can leave you in your own dust. Drag racing has its consequences. You can lose your driving privileges, your vehicle, face jail time, or even lose or take a life. So slow down, Memphis. The life you save may be your own. Brought to you by the Memphis Police Department, Traffic Operations.
Jenkins Floors and More in Hernando is growing, and they've only been around for 5 years. Choose from hundreds of choices of wood, tile, vinyl, and carpet. Timmy, the owner, gets calls from people everywhere and can sometimes save them up to 50% on wood, tile, vinyl, and carpets. Jenkins meets all your needs from renovations to home building to installation. Enjoy buying excellent quality products at awesome prices. They're all about customer service at Jenkins Floors and More in Hernando. Call 662-469-9350.
Hey, Jeff Allen, it's a great day to be happy in a new Kia from Gossett Kia South Mount Moriah. What you got going on?
Randy, we'd love to make you happy with the all-new 2023 Kia Seltos LX all-wheel drive. Just $257 per month for 36-month lease and only $29.99 due at signing. Or how about a 2023 Kia Sportage LX front-wheel drive, $287 per month for 36-month lease, $34.99 due at signing.
That's what I'm talking about, Jeff. You got me happy.
And listen, Randy, if you don't see what you want, no problem. We will order exactly the perfect ride for you, and you choose your own bells and whistles.
Plus, equipped with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
So whether you live in Horn Lake, South Haven, Olive Branch, or Memphis, you'll be happy at Gossett Kia Mount Moriah.
2680 Mount Moriah or KiaMountMoriah.com. $650 acquisition fee, $30,000 per year, 20 cents excess mileage, 0 security deposit. Seltos P738, 6423, MSRP 25325. Sportage P709, 8842, MSRP 27955. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through Kia. Excludes tax title and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 10/1/2022. Dealer stock only.
Ole Miss Rebel Yell is back. The Rebel Yell Hotline Radio Show is back on WHBQ Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Every Monday night at 6, hear the latest news on your Ole Miss Rebels with Yancey Porter with 24/7 Sports, former Ole Miss defensive tackle Mike Fitzsimmons, Gordon Ford covering SEC Sports Call, and former Ole Miss baseball announcer Gary Darby. From kickoff to free throw to extra innings, your Ole Miss Sports on the Rebel Yell Hotline Show right here Monday night at 6 on Sports 56, 560 AM and 98.5 FM. Your Mid-South Sports Station.
All the wisdom of the universe is in these bones.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little sports.